William, what advice would you give to other PropTech firms in the PropTech industry?
Look, I think PropTech is a challenging space actually, because although it's very exciting and there's a lot of very positive development going on and there's a lot of investment chasing interesting opportunities, it is not yet full of sort of big, successful, profitable businesses. And I think that the real challenge is balancing all the potential opportunities which we see, and there's so many places technology can help this industry, with the need to actually be a business and make some money and return something for the investors. And I think finding that balance is still something which a lot of us find difficult.
In the last 12 months, there was a large conference on PropTech, but interestingly, for the people that I went to it, everyone said that there was hardly any agents at that PropTech show. Is that a lack of communication or lack of understanding, or why aren't agents embracing PropTech enough?
Technology needs scale, and the estate agency industry, the agent industry, is very dominated by very small businesses, really. So 1 or 2 branch businesses, and a 1 or 2 branch business hasn't got the scale to invest in technology to compete with the big guys any more than a sort of corner shop can't really compete with the Tesco's on technology. And I think as a result, they need to look for technology vendors, and they need to that their way of competing with big guys with big IT departments is to be able to buy sort of typically cloud-based software, which actually allows them to offer a world-class experience, but without having any sort of team of geeks in the corner.
If you talk to agents, a lot of them say that the vast majority of PropTech creates solutions to problems agents don't have.
Look, I think that it's easy to think that a lot of startups are creating solutions for where they're in need of a problem. I suspect somebody said that once to Mark Zuckerberg about Facebook, and certainly, of course, for every Facebook there is a whole host of other social networks which you don't hear so much about these days. But you've got to innovate to succeed. If you're not in it, you can't win it. And it doesn't mean that every startup's going to succeed, but it also means that you need to pay attention to any startup trying to innovate, because it only takes one to change your world.
I think in the last 12, 18 months that you've had a seismic change, and you seem to be listening to the industry more. Why is that?
Yes, so look, I think Goodlord was born out of a very strong vision and a very strong sense of what should happen and how much change was needed and how much could be provided by a good piece of software. And that, I think, was true, and our software remains the industry's leading software of its type, and thanks to that vision. But at the same time, we've grown a lot, and we're much more of a business, and like any successful business, you've got to listen to your customers, and you've got to be responsive to their requests, and you've got to listen when they complain, and you've got to look for features they're asking for. And I don't think we think we've got all the answers. We think our customer base is one of our biggest assets, and they have a lot of very powerful insights.
I think you're pretty close. I mean, I have a Facebook group with over 1,500 people in, and the feedback was vastly predominantly positive about what Goodlord does, taking their admin time from 8 hours down to about an hour, and it costs not a lot of money. Are you too cheap?
Are we too cheap? Well, I think we have to represent value for money for our agents, and although we can save agents 8 hours work down to 1, not every agent will experience that, and we need to make sure that our offering has as wide appeal as possible. So we're pricing fairly, and we think we can earn a good living off what we price.
And what are you going to do for letting agents in 2019 to help them even further?
So we've still got quite a lot of fairly straightforward features to help the lettings process, which we haven't built yet, or which we know we can improve, and we've got quite a lot of that on the roadmap. But we're also looking to bring in a variety of ways that agents can make more money and thrive, if you like, after the tenant fee ban, take some of their revenue away from them, and that is going to be an important part of what we roll out in 2019.
But when I have over 1,500 people in my Facebook group, all of them who are agents, saying to me that this is a great product, it's not for everyone, but certainly it should be given serious consideration.
You need to listen to what this man has to say, because he's full of wisdom.
I wouldn't say that.
Thank you, Chris.